And I asked them, are you using pickup artist strategies? And they said, yeah. And I said, have you been using them for a while? And they said, yeah. I said, how are they working out? And they said, they suck. I can maybe get laid, but after a while, that gets not satisfying. I want to be in something that means something. Pickup artist strategy is literally teaching me how to pick women up, and it's not teaching me really anything else. And it doesn't even really work that well at that anymore because women are wise to all this stuff. So it doesn't really work. And so I gave them some tips. I helped them out. Hello, King. This is one for the Kings again. It is Rebecca Vardas from Indiepreneur Academy. I am the queen of Kingmakers. I have been doing this stuff for 20 plus years because I landed in the .com industry, which was very full of guys and there were hardly any women. So I had to deal with a lot of guys with egos and I got good at it. And then I ended up coaching them and I ended up helping celebrities and so on. I also coach women, but I am launching a course for guys specifically soon. So I'm putting some coaching out for the dudes. So today I am going to talk to you about dating. And I'm going to talk to you specifically about online dating. Because I know that many of you spend a lot of money on pickup artist stuff, and I just want to give you a different perspective based on something really random that happened to me that I think is hysterical. My last boyfriend, we broke up, and I thought, okay, I'm going to give myself 4 months before I even look at another guy. I'm going to do the inner work. This is how women work. Guys don't generally work like this. In fact, he didn't. He literally was, apparently, he said, was on 4 dating apps by the end of the day, but I wasn't. I thought, okay, I need to do the inner work. I need to process the pain. I need to get comfortable with myself again. I need to deal with the issues that arose from that relationship, of which there were many, and at that point I will look at maybe dating again. So I did that, and I got therapy. Girly, huh? Like, guys don't get therapy. Maybe you should, just saying. So, got therapy, worked through the stuff, and then my therapist said, are you dating? And I said, no, I am staying away from dating until I'm 100% okay. And she said, you're probably not gonna be 100% okay, but you are being a wimp by not dating now. I think you can date, so you need to get on the apps. I said, I don't do the apps. And she said, well, pick one and do it. Even if you're just flirting. This was in the pandemic when it was really bad. So no one was really meeting up anyway, so it was just gonna be virtual. I said, okay, so I downloaded an app and I went on there, and I'm a copywriter, so I wrote some kick-ass copy. I didn't do what I think most women do on these apps, according to the guys I spoke to. I didn't post any revealing pics. I literally posted stuff I'd already posted on social media, and I hardly ever post selfies, but it was kind of like just happy snaps. It was, some of them I didn't have any makeup on. None of them were revealing. And then I just wrote this really kind of funny and gamified profile. The consequence of that was 2,000 guys swiped right on me on day 1, which broke the algorithm. And I then became the most popular woman on the app for guys in the whole of America. I hadn't really got my head around localized geographical area because I was thinking, well, it's a pandemic. It doesn't really matter where someone is. I'll just go global. So, yeah. I stopped counting at about 20,000. It was insanity. And then because I broke the algorithm, I ended up also being like the most popular girl on there for guys in a bunch of different countries. At that point, I just thought, I can't use this app. I can't, there's no way. Because I thought, I need to be polite and get back to everyone. Idiot. So I was trying to reply to everybody. I was trying to be polite. They're like, do you want Snapchat? No. You need a Snapchat. Okay. I don't want to give out my mobile number, so that makes sense. I didn't really fully understand what that was about. But by the end of day 1 or 2, I had enough random images that had been sent to me without me asking for them that I could have set up some kind of art gallery had I chosen to on a very specific theme. I don't recommend that approach. I really don't. But I do consider myself somewhat educated on the variety that there is in nature now. Anyhow, I was just kind of like looking to flirt with some guys and maybe get into something that was kind of, pandemic rules apply. I don't know, just like, let's flirt online a bit. What actually happened was I ended up with more kind of guys contacting me than I could realistically get back to, which I thought was hysterical because I was 47 at the time, and I thought, I don't even know how this has happened. And then I thought, yeah, I do. I'm a copywriter. That's how it happens. I'm a genius copywriter. So I was having conversations with people. I wasn't sending these pics. I wasn't doing that. I was having conversations with guys. And in the process of doing so, I learned a ton that I will now share with you. They pretty much universally spent a fortune on pickup artist strategies. The guys who were speaking to me, most of them were in their 20s, and then pretty much mid-20s to mid-30s or something, were contacting me. Hardly anybody in my age group. And so I was talking to them, and apparently this is unusual on dating apps. Apparently women, and if there's a woman watching this and you want tips on dating apps, put some interesting stuff in your profile and actually have conversations with guys. That seems to be the missing link here, because what you're kind of competing with, what all the other women are doing, is basically just thirst trapping. And after a while, everyone starts to look much like everyone else. So differentiate yourself a little bit. Maybe think about the other stuff that you have other than your butt. Maybe that is a good place to start. So when I started talking to these guys, obviously, when you have a lot of people who approach you, no matter what your gender, if there's loads, most of them aren't going to be, you're not going to kind of click with. So you have to sort of tell them that. So I had a lot of conversations with guys. I did not like this process. I had a lot of conversations with guys where they were really into me and I wasn't into them, and I had to basically sort of break up with them, even though we weren't really dating anyway. We were just talking, but they caught feels very quick. And so I had to kind of let them down. But what I then did was I had conversations with them about dating in general, so that we parted on good terms. But also I was getting data, because I was thinking, gosh, I help guys with stuff. I can get some real data that the pickup artist guys don't have. I can tell you, my bangs are just, what is going on here? I don't know. I apologize. So I can get some data that's going to actually help these amazing kings that I know to date more effectively online. So I interviewed them, and I interviewed hundreds of guys, and I asked them, are you using pickup artist strategies? And they said, yeah. And I said, have you been using them for a while? And they said, yeah. I said, how are they working out? And they said, they suck. I can maybe get laid, but after a while that gets not satisfying. I want to be in something that means something, that's, hot and everything, but there's more to it than this, because I'm kind of, the pickup artist strategy is literally teaching me how to pick women up. And it's not teaching me really anything else. And it doesn't even really work that well at that anymore because women are wise to all the stuff. So it doesn't really work. And so I gave them some tips. I helped them out and sent them on their way. And hopefully they did manage to get into great relationships and stuff. But one of the things that I will share with you is you need to understand a couple of things. One is women are not your inferior. You got to think of the yin yang symbol. They're both as powerful. And seduction is something that was invented by women. If that was ours, seduction, and then guys picked it up because it's more difficult socially for women to use normal war strategies. And also because we're not as strong. So we used other stuff, feminine wiles, if you will. And then you guys picked that up and went, oh, we could probably do something with this and use it for our own benefits. Pickup artist strategy is just a really blunt mallet version of what most women can do effortlessly. It's not difficult. It's not difficult. It really isn't. The pickup artist strategy is, it's like the massive overcomplication of something that is really simple. Talk to women. Talk to women with the understanding that you are complete already. Because you are. If you've done the work, you are complete already. And that she is complete already. But that if you think of the yin-yang symbol, there's like a little dinner plate of the opposite in each of the... they're like two little tables that fit together, and there's a dinner plate of the opposite in each one. You already have a taste for what femininity, the right kind of femininity for you, tastes like, feels like, because it's already within you. Take a deep breath. Don't freak out. I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just saying that's how it works. That's what helps you to have the template for what resonates about a woman. Because on the one hand, you've got the polarity of the femininity, that which is opposite you, that which is the thing that you don't have. But then there's this other level, and this is where the relationship bit comes in, and the long-term partnership bit comes in. Another level where you resonate because you're similar. And that's the masculine energy within her. And then she has, you have feminine energy. So you have the little bit of feminine energy and you're seeking that amplified in someone else. And she has a little bit of masculine energy. She's seeking that amplified in someone else. But also there's the polarity. So both of these things happen. But generally speaking, with pickup artistry, you're just being taught the polarity. And then you're also being taught you're only 50% and she's 50%, and together you make a couple. And she's 100% feminine, you're 100% masculine. Which is teaching you that you're incomplete when you're single. You're not incomplete when you're single. You're totally complete. You don't need a woman. Don't date when you need a woman. Don't even do it. You want to be in a relationship with someone because you want to be, not because you need to be, because otherwise you'll be in a codependent relationship. So finding the aspect of what you're seeking within yourself and honoring it actually stops you being desperate. You're not in a constantly thirsty state because you already are complete. I talk about this at great length in my course Mystery and Mastery, which you get for free if you are in the New Chivalry. So if this has resonated with you and you think you want to coach with me, if you want to coach one-on-one, I have a very limited number of spots available for that at the moment because I really want to move more into group coaching. But there is an offer on my website. On the front page, there's a little timer. Click that button. You'll go through to the information about the New Chivalry. If you scroll down to the bottom, I've got space for 4 guys now to do really in-depth coaching on freaking everything from business to relationships to mental health. I'm not a therapist, but kind of like personal development stuff, spiritual work, all kinds of stuff. So if you scroll down to the bottom of that page and click on that button, you can see what the investment is for that. If you want that, so that would be the group coaching plus working one-on-one with me for the equivalent of a year, but we could do it over 6 months. There's only like 4 spaces available now, so click that and get in. Otherwise, the group coaching is really reasonable. If you want to be one of the founding kings, go onto that page, which again, the timer is on the front page of my website, and the packages are at the bottom. But thank you so much for listening to me, and I hope you got some value out of this, and try that stuff out. Let me know if it works for you. And if it doesn't work, tell me what didn't work, or tell me what feedback you got, and I'll give you a woman's perspective on it, because I'm pretty good at helping guys draw in the women that they're looking for. I'm pretty excellent at it. I'm very good at it. I've done this for so many guys when I've coached them, just help them to get really clear on who they're looking for, and then help them to sort of position themselves in such a way that they become irresistible to that woman. I'm good at it. I'm pretty rocking at it. I must know a fair amount about it to be getting on for 50 and be able to pull that kind of nonsense on dating app, which I gladly deleted the moment that I found a guy who I actually clicked with. But I know some of you are like all about the dating apps, you want to be on them all the time. That's fine, that's cool, I can help you with that too. Toodles for now.